All right, shalom, shalom. First off and foremost, as always, I want to say, call on La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors being to the elder apostles of Great Millstone that do rule and teach well. And a sincere shalom to you, Akim, out there that's pushing this truth through the spirit, through the power, and through the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. All right, so this lesson is going to be titled. Oh, actually, it's this lesson is a response video. All right, and it's to the elder out there in California, or Los Angeles to be exact, and it is titled "Some Have Entertained Angels. Some have entertained angels unawares." Okay, and this is from the elder Mawatazak. Okay, and I came across this video, through the elder Paul Tahar. He had re-uploaded it on his channel, which I'm just doing adding my spiritual 2 cents. Wanted to touch on the topic of really divine intervention, and how the Lord is gonna protect us through his angels. Okay, and when I saw this video last night, it's a beautiful faith booster, because if we have the spiritual eyes to see, then that that is definitely an angel. Okay, and it's beautiful to see that the angel is around the men of the Lord, but they always are. They're around us right now, even though we can't see them. But right here, the Lord allowed us to see this angel. Okay, so without further ado, I'm gonna get some precepts in Lord's will. This response video, or this lesson, is edifying to the Lord's sheep. Okay, so starting off, I wanted to go into the book of Acts. Okay, the book of Acts, the 12th chapter, and branch off from there, through the spirit. But I wanted to use this as my foundation to show how divine intervention is going to be how can I say, divine intervention is going to be manifested for the elect, for the hopeful elect out here, for the brothers, the house of David, right? So not only are the angels around us, but they're around us for a reason, to protect us, right? To watch our back, right? And these last days, man, the Lord is gonna definitely showing more miracles. Okay, believe that he's gonna definitely start to show more miracles unto us, and this right here is another prime example. Okay, because this reminded me of the account, I believe, back in 2017 or 2018, when the angel of the Lord was he was amongst the people, but they couldn't see him. But he was amongst the people, but the camera had caught it. But he was amongst the people in the football game, between the Cowboys, and at that time, before they became the Washington, football team, they were or like Commanders, I believe they're called now. They're called the Redskins. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, after the angel, was shown, or was at that game, they got their names changed from the Redskins to the Washington football team, or the Commanders, or whatever their name now. Okay, so that reminded me of that, and ultimately, this reminds me of divine intervention, the angel of the Lord protecting his men, right? So real quick, I'm going to read the book of Acts 12 from verse 1 to verse 11. But I want to read this in the NLT. Okay, so this is Acts 12 and verse 1 to verse 11, and it says, "About that time, King Herod Agrippa began to persecute some believers in the church. He had the apostle James, John's brother, killed with a sword. When Herod saw how much this pleased the Jewish people, meaning the Jews, right? Because there is no such thing as we're not Jewish, we're Jews. Okay, those other, the other guys, I'll say the other ones, they're proclaiming to be, somebody who they're not. Okay, but we know it was real. We know who's, the true. So it says, when Herod saw how much this pleased the Jews, I read like that, I'll say the Jews, he also arrested Peter. This took place during the Passover celebration. Then he imprisoned him, placing him under the guard of 4 squads of 4 soldiers each. It says Herod intended to bring Peter out for public trial after the Passover, but while Peter was in prison, the church prayed very earnestly for him the night before Passover to be placed on right. So, as that went down, the the brothers, and then the few sisters, prayed for Peter, when it happened to him, right? Because it said the church prayed very earnestly for him, right? Because prayer is a form of spiritual power. We got to pray for one another, right? So it says, verse 6, the night before Peter was to be placed on trial, he was asleep. Now, mind you, Peter is in prison right now, okay, waiting trial, right? And it says he was asleep, fastened with 2 chains between 2 soldiers. So he's locked down right now. Okay, he's being watched. Every move is being guarded, being watched, right? But little do they know that this angel's, watching us, protecting us. Okay, so and it says, others stood guard at the prison gate. Verse 7. Suddenly, there was a bright light in the cell, and an angel of the Lord stood before Peter. The angel struck him on the side to awaken him and said, "Quick, get up." And the chains fell off his wrist. So you had an angel appear. It was a light at first, but then what came after that light? The angel, right? The angel, all right, appeared unto Peter. All right, he smote him. He struck him. He said, "Hey, get up." And then after he got up, the chains fell off his wrist, right? It didn't say that the chains, he took them off. They just fell off his wrist. All right. Listen, there's nothing impossible when it comes to Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. You even had it's in the Apocrypha, but you had a angel basically teleport Habakkuk to give Daniel food in the lion's den. Right. It's not written in the book of Daniel, but it's written in the Apocrypha. And let me see real quick. What book is it? I believe it's called Bel and the Dragon, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just see real quick. Let's see. Yep, Bel and the Dragon. Okay, and Bel and the Dragon. When you're reading the Apocrypha, you can start at verse 35 and read down and read all the way down. Okay, so back in the book of Acts 12 and verse 7, it says, "Suddenly there was a bright light in the cell, and the angel of the Lord stood before Peter. The angel struck him on the side to awaken him and said, 'Quick, get up.' And the chains fell off his wrist. Then the angel told him, 'Get dressed and put on your sandals.' And he did. 'Now put on your coat and follow me,' the angel ordered." You see, so an angel is guiding Peter out of, a prison, out of, persecution, right? That's divine intervention right there. So there's angels all around us, right? So let's keep going. It says, so Peter left his cell following the angel, but all the time he thought it was a vision. So Peter thought he was dreaming. He thought it was a vision, right? And it says he didn't realize it was actually happening. So he didn't know that it was in real time. And it says they passed the first and second guard posts and came to the iron gate leading to the city. And this opened for them all by itself. So as they're going, past, the guard posts, right? As the angels leading Peter out of the prison, as they're walking toward the gate opens right by itself. You see? Come on, man. That's deliverance right there. And it says, so they passed through and started walking down the street. And then the angel suddenly left him. And it says, Peter finally came to his senses. It's really true, he said. The Lord Yahweh Shema Shai has sent his angel and saved me from Herod and from what the Jews leaders had planned to do to me. You see, so, Peter was on trial, and the Jews, the wicked Jews, the wicked of our people, they wanted to they wanted to treat Peter badly. I put it like that, okay. But before that even could even happen, the angel of the Lord delivered Peter out of that prison, out of going to go to trial and getting persecuted. You see, so if the Lord can have this happen to a man of the Lord, back in that time, how much more today? You see? So I wanted to bring that account for, based off divine intervention, right? And when I saw this video last night, a few scriptures came to mind as well. Okay, along with this account, so divine intervention is definitely, around the corner. Okay, because when you go to the book of, let's see here, when you go into the book of Daniel, okay, Daniel 12 and verse 1, it says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great people which standeth for the children of thy people. And Michael is the archangel, okay, of the Lord on the right hand side, Michael, right? And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, who are the Israelites. And there shall be a time of trouble, right? Okay, Jacob's trouble, all right, a time like no other, such as never was since there was a nation even to that same time. And at the end, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. And what's that book? The book of life. Okay, so there's going to be a time so bad and crucial that the Lord is going to have to send, Michael the archangel to come down and and protect his men, right? Just like how how in this video, the Lord easily, had this angel appear, just like that. Okay, that's nothing to Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, like I said earlier, there's nothing impossible with Yahweh Shema Shai. The angels are around us. Okay, even though we don't see them for the most part, they're still around us. All right, just like the account when he had Elisha, and Elisha's, I believe, his servant, okay, he said that because there was an army coming their way, and he said, Elisha told his servant, basically said, don't worry, because there is more with us that be with them. And what was he speaking about? The holy angels, right? The chariots. Okay, so they're protecting us. All right, we don't have nothing to worry about, and if you do worry, it's the flesh. The flesh wants you to worry. The flesh wants you to have anxiety and think about the negative, think about events that are never going to happen. Okay, but we have to walk more in the spirit. Now, of course, it's easier said than done, and this is going for myself first and foremost, but we always have to keep that in mind, because there is light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, the Lord is with us. The angels of the Lord, the angels of Yahweh Shema Shai is always with us. They're with us right now. Okay, right now I'm speaking, right, and screen recording this lesson. They're around me right now. All right, around us right now. So let's see if it was more than that. I believe that was it right there for that scripture. Okay, now let's head to Psalm 34. Psalm 34 and verse 7. And it says, the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him. Okay, and this video that the elder Mawatazak did is a beautiful prime example of that. Okay, and when I watched the video, it was as if he was looking over them, protecting them, and then after that, he had made a salute. Everything was okay. He made a salute, and then he was gone, you know. So, hey man, we be living in beautiful times, you know, and if and that's just one angel, you know. The Lord has angels all around us, man. Okay, and it says the angel of the Lord campeth round about them that fear him. You see, fear, you know, and having healthy fear in the Lord is a beautiful thing, you know, because you fearing the Lord, you know, that puts you in the spirit of, you know, reverence, right, which is, you know, respect, you know, and walking uprightly in righteousness to the best of your ability, you know, and not trying to, and not being wicked, not doing your best to be righteous, you know, staying out the way, you know, while doing those things, having faith in, you know, in the Lord, how about Shema Shai, that you'll be protected, guided, you know, and ultimately delivered, right? Which it says right here, and it says, the angel of the Lord, how about Shema Shai, campeth around about them that fear him, you know. So there's a spiritual force field around us, a spiritual hedge around us that, you know, people can't see, right? But we know, hey, we can't see it, but we know it's there through faith. And it says round about them that fear him and delivereth them. Okay, delivereth them, and that's what we hope. You know, that's what we expect. We hope to be delivered in times of trouble. You know, we hope to be beamed up when those nuclear missiles are about to, you know, come upon Babylon. Okay, that's our ultimate, you know, hope, man, to be delivered and everything, man. We want to be delivered out of hardships, evils, you know, afflictions, you know, and just like how Peter, you know, got delivered out of prison by the angel, you know, that this is a prime example, you know, and accounts like this, you know, this is a faith booster, you know, and also too the account of the angel showing up at, you know, the brothers' camp. Okay, so these are all beautiful faith boosters that we have to, you know, keep in mind when it shits the fan. Okay, so let's head to the book of Psalms, Psalm 91 and verse I'm gonna start at 7, but the point I want to get is in verse 11. Psalm 91 and verse 7 in the NLT, to be exact, in verse 11, and it says, though 1,000 fall at your side, though 10,000 are dying around you, those evils will not touch you, right? Because, you know, the days that are approaching Babylon, it's some evil days, man. Some very perilous times that is going to hit this place, you know, and a lot of people, you know, are going to be dropping like flies. But the Lord is not going to allow evil to touch us. The Lord is going to allow us to be, is going to protect us, you know, and the angels, you know, are going to be around us. So we have nothing to worry about. Okay. Verse 8, it says, just open your eyes and see how the wicked are punished. If you make the Lord your refuge, if you make the Most High your shelter, no evil will conquer you. You see? And when I read that, you know, when I read this, I think about, you know, the Proverbs 18 and 10. It says that the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and are safe. You know, so the Most High, Yahweh Shema Shai, is our shelter. Okay, the name is our, you know, our refuge, and us believing that name wholeheartedly, you know, will grant us deliverance, grant us, you know, the ultimate, you know, divine intervention, man. Seriously, okay, because when things really get tough and rough out here, you know, because we ain't see shit yet, okay, it's gonna get very worse, you know, and when things hit the fan, when shit's the fan very soon, you know, these people, man, they're gonna be completely assed out. You know, but as for us, you know, like the scriptures say, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. You know, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. You know, and the main key, you know, of that is having the name. You know, also too, the other main key is faith. Having faith in the name during, you know, these perilous times that are coming upon the earth. Okay, because the Lord, you know, is about to allow these plagues to hit even harder. So we got to be, you know, steadfast in the Lord. You know, we got to be ready, Continue to be circumspect and continue to be fearful and faithful unto Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, and always remember that there's angels around us to guide us and to protect us. Okay, through Yahweh Shema Shai. You see. So it says, Psalm 91 and verse 10. It says, "No evil will conquer you, no plague will come near your home." You see, that's protection right there, man. Because ultimately, the hopeful elect, or the elect, I would say, the elect, okay, they have that mark of exemption on their foreheads, that spiritual mark, okay, which is you can read that in the book of Ezekiel 9 in the 4th chapter. Okay, and that mark in the Hebrew is the Tawab, which means to be exempt from judgment. Okay, so no plague, no evil, nothing, no harmfulness is gonna come, our way. Okay, we got to keep remaining faithful until Yahweh Shema Shai, until the very end, endure to the end. Okay, and to make our calling and election sure. And it says, verse 11. Here's the point. It says, "For he will order his angels to protect you wherever you go." Okay, let's read it one more time. Psalm 91 in verse 11. "For he will order his angels to protect you wherever you go." You see, that's beautiful. Okay, so just keep in mind that, hey man, you're not alone. Okay, and a prime example, this video right here, the screenshot you're looking at, this angel. Yeah, he's wearing a mitre. He has a woolly beard, of white hair. Okay, very, very dark brown skin. Okay, come on, man. The Lord is definitely with us, man. We have to believe that, man. Okay, just know that the angels, that are being, sent forth by, Yahweh Shema Shai, is being, ordered to protect you, man. You see, that's beautiful. Okay, that is, come on, man. The Lord is with us, man. We have to believe that. I'm gonna end it off right here. This is Hebrews. You already know where I'm going. Hebrews 13 and verse 2. It says, this the KJV says, "Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares." Okay, I'm just curious to see what that word entertain means.
Strong's G 3579. Xenidzo.
Zenizo. Okay, that's the word for entertain. The Greek, and that word's zenizo. In Hebrews 13 and 2, it means to stay as a guest, to lodge, to receive as a guest, to entertain. All right. And right here it says to stay as a guest. And when this angel that you see right here on the screen, he stayed, for a few minutes, and it was as if he was protecting the brothers, which he is. It's an angel. The Lord, has angels protecting us, right? But he was sitting there as if he was a regular civilian, and which we know he wasn't. But it just goes to show how what we're doing is not a light thing. Okay, what we're doing, here on earth in this carnal world, it may seem, minuscule and very small, which is not, but in the eyes of these people it is, because they don't know what's to come upon this earth. But hey, man, in the eyes of Yahweh Shema Shai, in the eyes of the angels, we're doing a very mighty thing, a very mighty duty. We are serving, the God of the universe, Yahweh Shema Shai. We are serving, our Creator. Okay, and this right here is another faith booster, for us to keep pushing, to keep serving Him, and like the scriptures say, Hebrews 13 and 2. I read it again. "Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware." Okay, in the NLT, it says, "Don't forget to show hospitality to strangers, for some who have done this have entertained angels without realizing it." You see? And yeah, man, that angel was up there for a hot minute until I believe one of the brothers had realized it. But after they realized it, he was gone. So yeah, man. So best believe that divine intervention, is what is coming. That's definitely what we need, because we need Yahweh Shema Shai, man. We are worms, as it says in the scriptures. My worm, O Jacob. Loosely paraphrasing that scripture. But we need the Lord, man. We need Yahweh Shema Shai. Esau got a military. He's trying to put a seed inside of us. We need deliverance, man. We need divine intervention. Okay, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. The Lord is gonna have His angels to continue to protect us. Okay, continue to look over us and guide us in all our ways. And we're gonna continue to have faith, and fear in Yahweh Shema Shai by Hashem Hakodash. Okay, so with that being said, I just want to say, Kol Olam La, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakodash. Double honors being to the elder apostles, a great millstone that do rule and teach well. And shalom to you, Ankim out there that's pushed in truth through the spirit, through the power, and through the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakodash. And Lord as well, the Lord's sheep was fed and edified. With that being said, shalom.